Hello and welcome, everyone. We are back in the Uberhood. We're back in Veronaville, finishing up Veronaville, and I think we'll get into, if not finish, Blue Water Village today. We'll just have to wait and see, but we are going to finish up with the other Capps and Montys. We last week played the main Capp and Monty families and the Summer Dreams, so today we have the this Capp family, and both of our Monty children as well. So those are the four that we're playing at least for sure. And then, like I said, I think we'll get into Blue Water Village. We'll see. We'll see. But anyways, we're gonna get into this family. This is the hard one because this is a very big family. But I did get enough. I gave them extra money so that they would have a big enough house because, yeah, I also don't know why they didn't have a house at the start. Again, I feel like the only one that should have maybe been in the bin was Bianca Monty, but whatever. That is not what the Sims team decided to do. But anyways, let's get into this family. Oh, why are you so... Oh, is this because I moved the graves? Oh, she's sad because I moved all the graves. Shoot. Oh, boy. Oh, honey, and there's like nothing I can do because everyone's at work or school. Oh, well, let me just introduce you to this family. So this is Gonriel. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. I always forget. I wanted to look this up beforehand to make sure that I had it pronounced correctly, but we're just going to do our best. But she is the aunt of Juliet. She's the daughter of Consort and Contessa. And then her husband, Albany. So she is primary fortune. She works as a vice president, probably for her father's company. I don't believe I gave her a secondary. No, I haven't given her a secondary yet, but I always give her family as her secondary. So I'm just going to go and do that and then give her her money tree. And then there's her husband, who is a family sim, and his secondary, I'm actually going to roll for. His secondary is knowledge. Okay. Okay, that's okay. And he works, I gave him a job as a paralegal, level 5. I need to fix the clock again. And which is why when I set up this house and decorated it, which, you know, not maybe the best in the world, but I tried. But I also gave them jobs and stuff like that. Not sure I don't think I looked up their hobbies. So I need to look at those so I can write them down. So his hobby is science. Interesting. And her hobby is cuisine. I didn't see that coming, but okay. You know what? Sure. I do think I looked up Miranda's and hers was art because I wanted to kind of see, because I wanted to get her an activity tape. No, it's science. Because I gave her, I might change it. Yeah, because I gave her a little, I'm going to change it to art. Because I gave her a little pottery table because I had thought in the past she had had art. So I'm just going to give her art again so she has that. And she has some wants to get a job. So I'm going to, I can't lock both of them in. I'm going to get the slacker career and lock that in for her. So maybe she'll do that. I also need to gussy her up, fix those lovely shades we have. That was Miranda, and she is right now just a student. She's a romance sim. She doesn't obviously have her tree or secondary yet. Hall, Capp, who is the only son, he is a public school student as well. I'm going to lock in the make friends, and his hobby is music. And this is Desdemona. She also is very sad right now because I moved the graves, and this sometimes makes them sad because it makes them think that the person just died again or something. I don't know why it does that. I kind of hate that it does that, but anyways, I might cheat to make them not unhappy. Anyways, her hobby is science as well, but I am actually going to change it because she's got the little ballerina outfit, so I'm going to change it to fitness so she can be a little dancer. And then we've got little baby Ariel, who is the only one home, and she, there she is, likes nature. Okay. And like I said, I think I'm just gonna, if I can remember how to do this. It wasn't motivations, it was, I think I need the little, I'm gonna cheat their happiness just because that they're not actually unhappy. It was because I moved the graves, so I'm just gonna put them both in neutral. No, I don't want to change the aspiration level neutral. Okay. Because, again, they shouldn't be in the red. The only reason that they're in the red is because I moved graves. So we're just going to put them back to neutral and do all that. So right now, unfortunately, everyone is at work except for little Ariel. She's here. I wish that the nanny, because there is a nanny over here in the other building, but whatever. I wish that the nanny would teach her some skills or take her to the potty or something, but I know that's not going to happen. I think there is a mod to have the nannies teach them skills, but I don't have that mod. Maybe I should get it. But yeah, I've just got the rooms up here. Desmond and Ariel share this room. The parents have this room. Hall is here and Miranda's here. It is a little annoying that this house is kind of split. So it's more of like two buildings. So two of the kids like are in a completely different building than their parents, but like that's how a lot of these ones are made. And with this family, you have to get like the biggest house you can with them because they're massive. They will, however, although you can see Albany wants another baby, they are not having any more kids. They're not. I am going to actually right now put her on birth control. Oh, I don't have ACR in here yet. I have to wait till someone gets home to get it. But actually, can I spawn from... No, I can't. I'll spawn when one of the other teens or adults gets home. But I am going to put her on birth control. Yeah, because they have 4 children already, and also we don't want too many Capps, or because like the bloodline in Veronaville, part of the reason why it doesn't work very well unless you have a Uberhood is you have to add a lot of fresh blood and a lot of townies in, because there's only 3 families. So after a while, everyone's related. I mean, we have this problem in Pleasant View sometimes. For anyone that's played Pleasant View, you know that happens. So even more so when it's like when there are 3 families. Yeah. The welcoming committee's here, but no one's home. Let's just go to you. You need to be changed desperately. So hopefully that's what the nanny's going to do. I'm going to kind of speed through. Miranda is home. And she brought home Johnny. Although Johnny technically isn't actually in high school anymore. He's, waiting in the college bin for us. But you know what? They can be friends. That's fine with me. I definitely see Miranda as... Oh, and that's right. I need to change her. So not change, but I need to remember, I always give her a secondary popularity aspiration. So let's spawn adjuster first. Make that an orchid. And put that there. And then your homework's going to go in your room. I don't know why you're putting it there. But let's go downstairs and... she wants to be friends with Johnny, so let's chat. Let's joke. Let's play Red Hands. We'll gossip a little, tell another joke, play some more Red Hands. Yeah, just kind of try and make friends with him. She does have a bolt with him, but unfortunately for her, I don't see Johnny as someone that's going to cheat on his girl. So we're just, no. And then you're going to want to be best friends with him. Let's just gossip a little more. We're not going to flirt. We're going to joke again, and then we're going to say goodbye. Desdemona brought home a friend. And then we're going to have you find a job since you want to get one. Hopefully in the slacker career we can find one. There's Vidkin with his baby bump. Hall brought home Dagmar Tan. And she brought home... Oh, she brought Jill home. Oh, so Johnny and Jill are both here. Okay, cool. And she wants to talk and play with Jill. So we'll just... Where is Jill? Did Jill not get off the bus yet? Is she... Oh, there she is. Okay, so we will have you chat We will have you joke. We'll have you play red hands. Look again. And then Hall, do you want to... Yeah, you also want to talk and play with your friends, so chat with her. Play red hands as well. Chat. And then the parents both just got home. Look again. And I am going to have you, because I think that you have some cooking skills. No, you don't. You don't either. Well, then you're going to serve some banana bread. What? Go talk to your friend. And play with your friend. No, we don't want to be a gamer. No, we don't want that one either. Where did... Oh, she put her in bed. Oh, she is kind of tired. Okay, well, wait then. I was gonna do some, like, potty training or something, but... You can just do whatever you want, I guess, right now, then. Okay, well, there aren't any jobs today in what Miranda wants to do, so we're just going to leave that for now. The kids are talking to their little friends. Oh, she desperately needs some fun, so let's joke, play red hands some more, talk, play red hands, get all the fun up. He also needs that, so he, chat and then play red hands, joke, and then play red hands. Miranda, you're all good. Oh, I need to make sure that she is. Just to make sure. Yeah, birth control is on. Okay, so she... Yeah. They're not gonna... They can do all the stuff they want, but she's not gonna have a baby. 'Cause, yeah. Nope. All right. Okay, and you kind of need to get up, so why don't you go let her out? Oh, and he just became friends. Awesome. She's doing that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move the kids' homework out to here for later. And Miranda, why don't you... Oh, go answer the phone. And then I'm just going to teleport you down here. So then you can play with toys and stuff. Sure. And why don't you go, and I don't think that he ever served bread, so you can serve some food. And why don't you guys say goodbye to your friends? Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Now we're going to stay here. And he's actually going to go and... Where did she... There she is. Teach her to talk. You're actually going to put this leftover away. I guess not all of them are hungry. Send her home because I don't know why she didn't go home. Okay, she's done her homework. I'm going to gussy her up like I said I was going to earlier. We're just going to do a little fixing of some stuff. First things first, let's just nix that. And then let's give you some more of a look, and then some eyelashes, and then yeah, let's go with that. We could do some maybe not that blush. Let's not do blush on her. And then for hair, I kind of want her to have, yeah, we're going to do this red instead. That's what we're going to do. So, and then her needs are mostly good. He needs to go to bed after he finishes his homework. She needs to go to bed after she finishes her homework. And you can do that. I just realized that I forgot to put lights down. That's what I forgot to do in this house. So, put a light there. Put a light there. Put this kind of light in here and here. There and there. And in the bathroom, we'll just have the tiny lights. There we go. All right. All right, there we go. Much better. We have light now. How's this going? Ooh, our needs are getting low. How about you potty train her? And after you finish potty training her, why don't we feed her and then put her to bed? And then get her a bottle. And then actually after he gets her a bottle, he'll get himself something to eat. You go use the restroom. Just all their needs need to be taken care of. She fears her sister and mother coming back as zombies. Well, don't worry. I don't think that's going to happen. And then you can put her in her crib and go to bed. And you can go to bed. And you can go to bed. And everyone can go to sleep tonight. And hopefully Ariel won't wake up her sister. But yeah, this family, I am excited and terrified to play because I'm excited because they can be a lot of fun. I'm though a little... I'm going to give her some toys real quick. Sorry. I'm a little though like, oh gosh. They are sometimes hard to play because there are a lot of them, and there are a lot of young ones. That's I think the thing is that, you know, they've got a toddler and 2 children, and the parents work and all of that, so it can be hard, and it's, you know, 6-member household. Not as difficult as the Ottoman family, but we're not going to play them. Well, we might eventually play them if we add, well, no, they wouldn't get added in the end because I think I got rid of them. But anyways, we're not going to be playing them. So let's just fast forward through the night. And then start getting everyone up and taking care of their needs. And she needs to be potty trained some more. Let's have you, you're a little hungry, we'll have you go and get some chips. And you're not hungry at all, so when you get up, let's have you clean up that bottle and empty that. You need to take care of your needs. You need to take care of your needs really bad. Oh, he wants to kiss his wife. We'll lock that in. But yeah, this family will be, they're going to be fun to play, but they're going to be a lot. You also have a snack. You don't need a snack, but let's see if that job has gotten posted for a slacker career job. And once you finish up with those needs, I'm pretty sure I put a potty chair in here so you can potty train her. And you just need to have fun, so let's have you watch some TV. No. No. Oh, I didn't put a garbage. I need to put a garbage in their kitchen, an inside one. I'll place that real quick, because otherwise they're going to have to go outside every time to throw stuff away, and that's a pain in the butt. Slacker, yes. Okay, level 1. Okay. Yay. And I'm going to also lock in her asking a sim on a date. She also wants to get a skill point, so let's have you go study cooking once I put down. Apparently I forgot quite a few things in this house. But let's have you go study cooking for now, because that's always a good skill to have. I always try and get my Sims to have 1 or 2 skills in cooking so they don't, you know, set things on fire. All right. And why don't you put her back in her crib for right now so she can get a little more sleep, and then you can go grab a snack for yourself. You also want a skill point, so let's have you also study some cooking. And you also want a skill point, but oh, you need a little bit of fun. So let's have you, actually, do you need fun as well? Play with blocks instead. And you can also play with blocks. And then we're going to save and move on to the next Capp family. And we'll come back to them when it's their round. Again, that is going to be a more challenging family because there are a lot of them. Okay. So this is the second Capp family. This is Regan, her husband Cornwall, and her brother Kent. Now, for any of you that have not played Veronaville, Kent in the vanilla game and in my game is gay. But he is like best friends with Bianca Monty. So the two of them, I don't know how long the two of them are going to stay here. They may both, you know, they might both leave Veronaville, but I don't know yet. We haven't decided. But we've got Cornwall here. He married into the family. He is a campaign manager, level 4. And his hobby is, where is my, there it is. His hobby is science, which is funny because he has the same face as Loki, or the same mustache as Loki, so who also is a science person. And then we've got Regan. She's a junior exec, level 4. And her hobby is also science. And then we've got Kent, who is an elementary school teacher. And his hobby is cuisine. Let me put that down. It's kind of interesting that 2 of the Capp kids have cuisine as a hobby, considering that the Montys own a restaurant. Although Kent did used to, I believe, work in the culinary career, but then left. Let me see here. Oh, it doesn't say what job he was in. Or, I guess, no, he was in business. Okay. All right. For some reason, I thought that he had worked. Oh, well. Anyways. So, they are all at work right now, unfortunately. Again, I set this up. And so this is Regan and Cornwall's room. This is right now Kent's room. Like I said, I don't know how long Kent is going to stay. He probably is going to try and get out of here pretty soon. And then they've just got all their, you know, just, it's just a very quaint little house. They don't have kids or anything yet, so it's not really a concern for a lot of room. They may get a different house eventually, but for right now, this is what they have. Kent is living with them, but the thing is, if you look at the relationship that Kent has, he is not friends with Cornwall. He doesn't like him for whatever reason. He actually, gets along with his sister. He isn't great friends with his dad. The person he's closest with is Bianca, and then after that, Tatiana. Although I thought that I may need to fix this real quick. When I ran the randomizer, I think it may have changed. Let me fix this real quick. Oh, I can't do that while he's not there. Well, I'm going to fix that, make sure that he's gay, because he was before, and I think when I ran the randomizer, it may have changed it or something. Visitors are here, but we can't greet them because we are all at work. Who's back? Okay, Kent's back, so let's see if we can fix this real quick. Kent Capp. Let's change. There we go. He wants to hire a maid. I do need to hire a maid for them, but I guess I'll have him do that. And then we'll spawn the adjuster and put it up here. And I'll have you go and call, even though you're probably not going to live here very long. I mean, no matter what, he's probably not going to stay in this house very long. Again, he doesn't really like his brother-in-law. Oh, now he has a thing for O'Brien. What are your turn-ons and turn-offs? Unemployed, great cook, jewelry is turn-off. I'm probably going to change this. Probably going to change that, but for right now, it's whatever. Hire a maid. And then go have some fun, because you need it. You need that, and you need some social. So actually, I'm going to have you chat online with Tristan, because then you can get that up. Regan's home. She also needs some social and stuff. So let's have you call someone. She is a fortune sim. And then her secondary, I'm making family. And for Cornwall, secondary, I have him as popularity. Those are ones I've chosen. And for Kent, he's knowledge and he's secondary family as well. I kind of feel like that makes sense for him to be secondary family. All right, so why don't you talk to your father? Let's get a better relationship with him. And then Kent, have you go down and open that eventually. He's technically using his sister's computer because he doesn't have one in his room. And with this house, I did bump out the kitchen a little bit so that it would be a bit bigger. Because it's a very small house. But this is kind of the one that I wanted them to start out in. For now, they definitely will either build on this house or buy another one eventually. But for now, this is what we have. So you're back from work. Oh, I forgot to see how much Kent made because he was going to put that in his savings. So he earned 642. So we're just going to have him put 600 in his bank account. Because again, he is saving up to get his own place somewhere else, probably far away from here. Go play that game. So he's trying to save up so that he has the money to move out. And also him and Bianca are thinking of, running away together. That sounds like it's romantic, but like they're not romantically involved. They're best friends, and they both don't necessarily want to be involved in their families fighting. And then why don't you go study? Because you want to study cooking and cleaning. You also want a telescope, but you don't have the money for a telescope right now, my dude. All right, her social is high enough up, so let's have you join him for now. And actually, instead of studying, why don't you serve dinner? Because he has high. So let's serve some hamburgers. Oh. Go answer the phone. Go answer the phone. Because you need to make a friend anyway, because you need friends. Oh, and again, I forgot the lights. Oh well. Put that one there. Put that one there. To-do. All right. There we go. Have you... No, we're going to stay here for tonight. Grab a plate. Grab a plate. Have you guys eat. You didn't grab a... Go grab a plate. And Kent, after you're done, you'll go sleep. Regan, you're going to put the leftovers away. And then take care of your needs and then go to sleep. And I'll have you clean up everything, Cornwall. But yeah, these three are an interesting combo because like Kent and Regan obviously are siblings. They're not, though, maybe the closest of siblings, but like they love each other. Cornwall, though, really doesn't like Kent, and Kent doesn't really seem to like him. And I think that probably has caused a lot of friction over the years. And will definitely cause some issues in this house. But again, I don't know how long Kent's going to put up with it and how long he's going to stay. He also, though, like I said, doesn't really want to be involved with all of the family feud with the Montys. And so he loves his family, he supports his family, but he doesn't want to be involved with their fighting. And the same thing I think with Bianca is she loves her family very much, but she does not want to be involved in their fight with the Montys. You want a trash compactor, food processor. I could probably do that. And when you get up, I'm going to play some more video games to get your fun up. And you need a whole bunch of skills. Why don't you work on your charisma skill? I didn't put down any... Man, I was trying to put down all the essentials in the houses, but now I'm like, okay, I missed that, I missed that, I missed that. Go on that wall. And then also, I know that we're going to need it, a chess table. So I'm just going to set that down so we have it in the first place. But you are going to practice your charisma. Make yourself more likable. Maybe. if I remember correctly, his personality is rather serious and grouchy, not very outgoing. Cornwall's just, he's not the nicest of Sims. So, like, yeah. I'm gonna pause for just a second while my roommate gets home, so I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Okay, so like I said, Cornwall's not the most pleasant person, but I think Regan isn't really. Yeah, she's not really either. Actually, do they have? They have almost exactly the same personality. Huh. And then we've got Kent down here, and he's kind of neat. He's outgoing. He's kind of lazy. He's kind of playful. He's very nice, though. He's a very nice sim. You also want a cleaning skill, so let's get that. For your job, you need charisma, but yeah. But yeah. Kent is just kind of a very sweet sim, but he is... I always had canon that he's not maybe the most assertive, and he's not always the best at telling people how he feels, especially like telling his sister that he doesn't really like her husband. Oh, actually, his relationship with Kent... Cornwall hates Kent more than Kent hates him. Ugh. Yeah, well, it is what it is. This is where we're at right now with these guys, and hopefully they'll figure this out eventually. Or Kent will move out is more likely, but, you know. Well, I mean, he's going to move out either way, but like I said, hopefully him and his sister can get closer before he moves out, but I don't think that him and his brother-in-law are going to patch things up because I don't think Cornwall wants to, really. But we are done with this family setup, and we're going to move on to the next. I know the setup is taking quite some time because we have an Uberhood, but once we've got them all set up for the first day, we're going to start playing everyone for one season, and that'll be a little more. Now, like I said, I moved Antonio to this lot. This is done by Cattati, and it's really pretty. It's really nicely done. Again, you know, I had him in another house, but I wanted him to be closer to his parents, and more importantly, I wanted him to have a big enough house for his kids that wasn't disconnected like the other one I had him in. So I need to set down some stuff. So we're going to get rid of this and put that there. We're going to put this here and this here. And then spawn ACR and put it in here. So again, this lovely house is done by Kitati. It is very nice. I envision, you know, this way the kids all have the room. So this is Benedict. This is Beatrice. This is, of course, Antonio's. And then they've got like this little art area up here. So that's kind of nice too. I've got a whole bunch of library stuff, sitting room, all that good stuff. So Antonio definitely went to school. He did culinary arts. I am actually going to send you guys to school. And I think you are supposed to be at work. Yes. Walk to work. And then when the thing with him is that if he gets promoted or anything, he'll need to have a nanny. But at this time, his schedule works out so he gets the home at the same time as the kids and he goes to work after them. But that's the whole storyline of, you know, eventually he's going to have to find someone else to watch the kids. And my plan is that he'll hire a nanny if they're still too young. If they are teenagers by the time that happens, though, he'll just, you know, be able to leave them alone. I do not see any phones on this lot. I'm going to set down a phone because I don't see any. Let's put one. That's kind of not a great place. Let's get rid of this and put it here. Okay. So Antonio, for his secondary, I am making it family as well. A lot of the Capps and Montys I like to have, if their primary isn't family, their secondary is family. And then his hobby is, not Zodiac. His hobby is changing it to cuisine. His is cuisine. I'm just going to cheat that. I don't care. Beatrice, hers is art, so she can use the art stuff. And Benedict's Benedict's is nature. Okay. Let me write those down real quick. So, yeah, he needs to have some fun. He wants to play on the playground, or he wants to play on the monkey bars specifically. So, play on the monkey bars. And you can play on this. She brought home Jill Smith as well, didn't she? I'm pretty sure she did. And then Antonio, you're using the restroom. Yeah, she brought home Jill. Let's have you go play Red Hands with Jill. Chat with Jill. Play more Red Hands. Joke. Okay, go play on the thing. Why are you saying that you can't get to it? You can get to it. Sims. We'll try and make Jill her friend. Jill's going to be friends with a lot of people, I think. I think she's going to end up being friends with a lot of the kids from her generation, just because she's coming home with all of them. Or it might just be a whole bunch of the Veronaville kids. I don't know. But it's nice because usually when you play Strange Town, her friend is Buck and Buck only, because that's all there is. In Strange Town, that is the only other kid that's her age. So, kind of sad. Are you guys friends yet? Not yet. Play some more Red Hands. And tell a joke. And chat. And then after that, we'll say goodbye. And Antonio, why don't you serve a dinner of mac and cheese? Because kids like mac and cheese, and I feel like he probably picks the dinners mostly that he makes for the kids based on what they like. I feel like when his wife was alive, she maybe was the one that made sure that the kids ate their fruits and veggies, and Antonio, I don't know if he was as much of... Do you not have anywhere to... Okay, let me figure this out real quick, because he for some reason is like, I can't cook anything. Okay, now can you? I did not play test this before I... Oh, use this one. Use all the space right here. What do you mean you can't get to it? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, this sim. Okay. Can you do it now? No? No? What's in the way? Okay. Fine. You know what we're gonna do? What we're gonna do is we're going to get rid of the kids' cooking thing, and we're just gonna grab another one of these. I'm gonna move stuff. And now, can you use that one? Or the two right there? Yes, okay. Okay, sorry, that took a little while. I should have maybe play tested this house a little before I used it and figured out everything. But, anyways. Go say goodbye first and then do your homework. And then you can go have dinner. Oh, he burnt the mac and cheese. Antonio, you have such high skill, yet you burn the mac and cheese. He must be having an off day or something. I don't know. I don't know about this man. Either way. We'll just deal with it. Because that's just what we gotta do. He wants to resurrect his brother. I don't think that's going to happen, sir. I really don't think that's going to happen. Unless you, like, get a genie or a lot of money. Or both. He wants to gain a skill point. He needs some more cooking skill points, so I'll have him do that eventually. But yeah, for now, Antonio's just kind of being a single parent and doing what he can. I think he's doing his best. I think that before she passed, my guess is his wife did a lot of the child rearing because he was so busy with his family's job, or not job, restaurant. So I think she did a lot of that, and so now he's kind of not, he was not prepared. Now her death, I don't think we know what her death was. Because I don't think that it tells, he became enemies with all the Capps real fast. Oh, right after everyone died. So yeah, it doesn't tell how she died, and she doesn't have a grave. So we don't know how she died. We know how everyone else died, but we don't know about her. I know some people say she drowned. I think that that's what it has in the sim PE. But yeah. So I'm pretty sure it was in her sim PE that she drowned, but I know that's in one of the theories that I really like about the passing. He also wants to buy a telescope. He could afford his telescope, and there's enough room. I'm going to get him a telescope. I'm going to get him a nice telescope. So there we go, sir. I don't know when you're going to have time to use it, but you know what? You've got it. Change into everyday. Serve breakfast of omelets. And then when you get up, you can take care of your needs. And when you get up, you can take care of your needs. And then you guys can all have breakfast together. And that's where we are. This family is all set up. So we move on to the very last person in Veronaville. It is a single sim. It is Bianca Monty. And she lives right here. And I did gussy her just a little bit so that her outfit looked better and stuff, but we're going to set her up. And then we can move on to Blue Water Village. Oh, she had that too. Okay, once again, we're going to cheat a little, go in and fix the aspiration because she's upset because I moved someone's grave. For some reason it does that, so we're just going to put her in neutral. And she wants to fall in love and get married and do all the family sim stuff. And this is her little house. And up here, she's got her little flower bench, little art stuff that she can do, because I think her hobby, yeah, her hobby is art. So I gave her some art stuff. And then her secondary, I don't think I picked out yet. So her secondary is going to be roll. Popularity. Okay. Popularity family sim. I like it. I haven't gotten a whole lot of secondary romance, which I'm kind of happy about, because secondary romance can be a pain in the butt sometimes for certain Sims. With her, I wouldn't allow it just because I wouldn't. Let's go have, actually, no, because I think you need to go to, no, you don't have to go. So get alarm installed. Because secondary families are, family as primary, romance as secondary is sometimes hard. Romance primary, secondary family can be interesting, but yeah. With her, though, I wouldn't, because I don't see her as a secondary romance. There are some that I could. I was kind of hoping that Cornwall, I thought about it, but then I decided otherwise, so. Because, yeah, I could see him, but then again, I'm like, maybe not. Let's have you get some stuff together, get yourself together, open that up, serve some breakfast. And Bianca, of course, works as a waitress for her family. She, again, is best friends with Kent. She's close with her mom. She's really close with her dad. She's close with her brother and her nephew, Tatina, her other nephew, Oberon. Her younger niece and nephew, not as much. She doesn't like the Capps, obviously. She doesn't actually know any of the kids, so she has no opinions on them. She knows none of the Capp kids, which might be a good thing, because, like, you shouldn't dislike children. They haven't done anything. But, yeah. So, and with her being an art person, I just thought, maybe she'll do some floral arranging and some painting and just stuff like that. And I feel like she does stuff like that kind of to pass the time. And maybe, if she leaves, well, she's, when she leaves Veronaville, if she leaves Veronaville, maybe not, maybe she won't work in the culinary industry anymore. Maybe she won't work in her family's restaurant and commute. Maybe she'll do art, or maybe she'll continue to work for her family in the family restaurant and just live elsewhere. I don't know. We'll see. You never know what happens. But for now, Bianca just lives here by herself. She doesn't really have a romantic interest because obviously Kent is gay. And wait, she's got, okay, so she's low bi, because I was like, she has bolts with Tatina and Oberon. I mean, they are in an open relationship, but we're going to leave that on the back burner for right now. Right now, because Bianca also, though, she isn't going to want to do that. She's going to want to, find someone that's just for her and get married to them and, raise children and do all that stuff. Because she's a family sim and that's what she wants. So I'm not going to make her mess around with the fairies. Yeah. Which reminds me, I still haven't fixed that mod for the fairy stuff. I need to do that. But regardless, just wait for her to get home. Yeah. And then she's got some skill. She wants to get another cooking and cleaning skill. She might get a promotion. Maybe not. I don't know. No. Oh, well. And she's re-rolling. So she wants to, yeah, bronze badge. Let's do that. And let's have you have a snack of chips. You're going to turn that off. We'll have you make one of these and then take care of your needs and then go to bed. Okay, maybe not. We'll have you answer the phone first. And again, I forgot lights. Get these. That in there. And that in there. Okay. But yeah. Have her make something and then... No, we're staying here tonight. Let's do a white with a green. Yes, I know you like that arts and crafts activity. That's wonderful. Why don't you sell? No, you're not gonna. No, you're not gonna do that right now. You're not. Let's not do that. I know that would be interesting, but for right now, we're not gonna entertain that, honey. If you do it again, I might let you, but for this round, let's try not to. Oh, someone kicked over her trash can, darn it. Okay, when you get up, I'll change into everyday, and then you will go out here, pick up your can, clean that up, spray the heck out of these things. I don't know if it was one of the dogs or if it was one of the Capps, because it could be either or. Sometimes the dogs knock them over, but yeah, hire an exterminator. You don't need to anymore, though. You took care of them, didn't you? Yeah. You took care of them. You don't need it. Oh, no. We're not going to waste your money hiring an exterminator if you've already taken care of the problem. I do hate that they roll that no matter what, if they've had bugs, even if they've already cleaned it up. It just seems silly. And she needs some socials, so let's chat with someone online. Maybe she could find someone. But either way, it won't be right now, because we're done with her, and therefore we have finished Veronaville, and we are on to our final neighborhood, because I guess there are 3 college neighborhoods, but we are on to our final neighborhood, and that is Bluewater Village. So let me take out my cheat sheet to remember the order for Bluewater Village. Bluewater Village doesn't really have Prima Guide stuff, so we're just gonna play through the first day and just do whatever. Again, with Veronaville, that's kind of what I was doing too, because the only Prima Guide stuff that I could remember was, you know, Juliet wants to go steady, Romeo invites Juliet over, Tybalt and Mercutio fight, and the Summer Dreams have their party, which wasn't really a party, but it's fine. But we are starting with the Della Rosa family, so right here, lovely Florence Della Rosa. We will have to fix her outfit when we get in there, because I've seen what she's been wearing, and I don't like it. So, first things first, we are just going to gussy her up. We're going to do that, and then we are going to buy every day. So, for her hair, I think it's fine. I do want to add some eyelashes on her, fix her eyebrows, maybe add, yeah, and then just a touch. Yeah, we like that. Okay. And then for her everyday, for her outfit, I have a dress that I like for her, and I don't remember what it's under this time. Again, this is the problem with having two different custom content ones. Oh, hello. I'm doing well. How are you today? Where is that dress? Oh, here it is. And I like her, this one. We'll go with this one for Florence. And have her in this dress because that business suit, I don't know. Yeah, she is very cute. I really like her character. I didn't like that suit on her because, I don't know, it didn't match. But we're going to real quick set down all the stuff that we need. Sim blender. I'm actually going to have the sim blender replace that. And I'm going to have this replaced with this. All right. So Florence, I don't think went to college because if I remember correctly, she ran away from home. But I am going to give her an extra want slot. And I'm going to give her an extra, want lock. So she, for her secondary, she's primary knowledge, secondary, because she's a business owner, I think we're going to do fortune. And her hobby should be arts and crafts. And if it's not, I'm changing it to arts and crafts. Well, nature would work too. We'll leave it with nature actually because, yeah. So, she doesn't have any employees. That's right. Okay. We're going to have her take care of her needs and then she is going to open her business for the day. And she's just going to run her little shop. Unfortunately, it's going to be by herself right now, but she doesn't really have the funds. No, don't go. No, don't open and then go watch TV. Go. Oh, have I set the price for things? Oh, I just realized that. Oh, no. Does everything... Oh, it already has a price. Okay. Yeah. Okay, everything has that. Oh, I have that mod too. Oh, we're not going to be using, obviously, that mod with Florence right now. We're just getting her all set up in her neighborhood and playing through the first day of her, or the last day of summer. And then, is there anyone coming? Rod Humble. You're not going to buy any stuff. You're just going to drop off the computer, which is fine, but, like, we're hoping to get some customers. Come out here and get this. We are open. Someone please come. She has stuff to sell. And while we're waiting, why don't we make a wildflower bouquet? Amar Fairchild. Are you going to buy some stuff? Ask, how may I help you? What are you looking for? Please buy some of our stuff. We would like that. Because right now Florence is rather poor. Oh, I should make sure also that these doors are locked. Lock door, household only. There we go. No, don't go play on the computer. Go make a wildflower bouquet. We'll just do that one. That'll be pretty. No one's coming. It's fine. Eventually a welcome wagon will come and they'll probably shop in here. That's usually what happens. Are you gonna buy anything? No? I think this is just the critic and he's not gonna buy anything. Also, why are you going all the way around into her house? No! That is so annoying. I apparently need to lock the other door so that people don't go into her house because that guy just did lock, allow household only. No, you're not going to give him money. You're going to be cashier. Okay. Ban the matchmaker. And then him, let's just say goodbye to him. Get him to leave because he's not supposed to be here. We will greet Cassandra. We will greet Stefan. And we will greet Jason. And greet Jason. And greet Stefan. Oh, I've got to... Can I... Let me do this. And then I'm just going to move you out there. And there. Now you can leave. You did a great job. That's cool. And then let's try and do a basic sale. Basic sale. Maybe someone will buy something. And go be the cashier. Stefan, you gonna come in? Maybe you'll buy something too? No? Okay. I don't think she has very many cashier badges though. Yeah, she just has the flower making badge, so she's not going to be very good at the cash register. But it's a fine. There are more people here, but like none of them are coming in. Okay, go restock that and restock that. Stefan's still not coming in. He's just out here watching the birds. Disappointment. Oh well, it's fine. It's fine. He can be that way. Now, I do know that she has rolled a lot of wants to get another job, but she has a job. She has a flower shop. You know, if in the future, you know, maybe we'll think about getting her another job, but I really like the idea of her just owning the flower shop. I am going to lock in the telescope. I'll let her get the telescope when she has more money, because right now she is very broke. well, not broke, but she doesn't have enough to really be splurging on other things. She needs money for bills and, that kind of stuff. And I'm going to have her close up shop at 5, so she's got about an hour, and then we'll close up shop and have her, take care of her needs and all of that. Oh, I almost forgot. I also need to get her the mod of self-employed. Oh, I did not know there. I mean, I should have known there was a mod. Like, there's a mod for everything in The Sims 2, but I did not know there was a mod for that. I will look into that. I also need to get her, though, another end table and get ACR in here. But yeah, I will have to look into that mod, getting the mod for self-employment, because that way she won't keep rolling the wants for other things other than a telescope. I'm fine with that one, but again, she's gonna have to wait till she builds up a little more funds, because she needs money to pay her bills and eat and all that other stuff. And yeah. Ooh, try and basic sell to him. Is he gonna buy it? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. You need to hurry up, dude, though, because she closes in 10 minutes. As someone that's worked in retail before, I know the customers that come in last minute, and yeah, that's not fun. Maybe we could do another basic sale and see if that'll get him to make up his mind. Yes. Okay, go be cashier. And then we can close up for the day and take care of her needs, because she is very hungry. She needs some comfort. She needs to go to the bathroom, all the stuff. Spencer, I hate to tell you this, but we're about to close, so you're not going to be getting anything. Sorry, sir. All right, so have her make herself some food. She does have a little bit of cooking, so I'm not as worried about her burning stuff. Of course, Antonio just burned the mac and cheese, and he has like level 6 or 7 cooking, so I don't know. Okay, I apparently also need to lock this for household only. Is that? Yeah, that's Dirk. Dirk, I don't mind you being here, but we're closed, and the shop is this area. But also, we're closed. If you're trying to buy Lilith flowers, you're a little too late, sir. Sorry. Okay. And put those away. You can watch a little bit of TV before you go to bed. And then go take care of your needs. And go to bed. And then, yeah. Oh, the wolf. We have a wolf in our front yard destroying the flowers. Well, not destroying, but playing in the flowers. Getting all dirty in the flowers. All right. But yeah, Florence, I do want her to find someone and fall in love and all that stuff. She does have quite a few bolts with quite a few people. Stefan is married, so that's not going to happen. Chico's married. Gilbert is a romance sim. Ugh. Jason's a possibility. Jason we might consider, because she likes rich sims with black hair. Okay. Florence. Not as hard though as some of the other Sims. Some of the other Sims have some unique taste. And you're just like, okay, how am I supposed to find that? But for her, you know, there are a lot of dark-haired Sims. Oh, yes, we want that. And I'm sure she could find a rich Sim. It's too bad she doesn't like blonde and rich, because Malcolm is blonde and he's rich. But it's not blondes that she likes, so. But oh well. We'll find someone for her. If she ever actually wants to. I mean, I'd like her to find someone, but like, she doesn't actually have any want to, so maybe not. You know? She might be like, hey, I don't need anyone. But we are done with her for the day. She is all set up and ready to go. And next is the Jaquette family. Speaking of Gilbert, we're on to them. So the Jaquettes are, yes, there they are. And okay. So they run the little bakery, and let's see here. What I'm going to do is we're going to lock that in. We're going to set down all of the items. Oh, the twins. Yeah, I know their bio for the twins. I'm just saying, I don't know. He's not really, Jason's not really rich yet, but he's the only one that she had any chemistry with that was available and not a romance sim. So that's why I was thinking that he's a possibility. I'm just not sure because she's only got one bolt with him. And I'm like, well, maybe she'll find someone that she has a little more chemistry with, hopefully. Also, he has no eyebrows, so we're going to give him some eyebrows. Or he does have eyebrows, they're just really light blonde. Huh. Yeah, let's do that. I think he went to college, but I think he ended up doing philosophy. And then I think she actually went for a different degree, but then she's been kind of running, I see it more as her husband kind of ran the cooking and stuff, and then she kind of was more of the person that did the upfront and the selling and stuff. But now that her husband's gone, she's kind of had to take on the cooking and baking for the business, whereas her son is the one that's now taking on front of house, I guess. And yeah, it's not going too well, but we are going to have them both walk to the lot that they own, and they are going to run the bakery today. So, yeah, she's kind of now stuck doing the cooking and stuff, and she does have a decent amount of cooking skills, so like she's good at being a chef, but I think that she is struggling with the fact that her son, Gilbert, isn't as much of a, he's more of a flirt than he is a salesman, but that could be an advantage. I don't know. We'll see. I just realized, though, what I forgot to do, which was get them set up with their hobby, figure out what their hobbies and stuff were. We will figure that out. We'll just do their secondaries right now. His secondary, I think, is going to be like his mom, Fortune. And then his mom's secondary, I'm going to roll. Mom's secondary is pleasure. You know, for her, you know, she's in her older years. That works. That works. So you come in here and let's have you go be cashier. And then we're going to have you, she's going to go to the bathroom and then, oh, they have someone to be the cashier. So actually, we're going to assign you to be the cashier. Management, assign, be cashier. Yes, there we go. And do they have anything in their inventory? Only that. Okay, so have her go be cashier, and then he will sell stuff, and then she's going to just start making some cake and make a berry pie. Yeah. And then he was smelling the roses, but right now we are just hoping that we have some customers come in so that we can sell some stuff and not just sit there and sniff the flowers. Gilbert. I believe Gilbert also is, yeah, he is lazy. This is another issue for him being, for him, he's lazy and he's sloppy. He is rather outgoing and he's nice, but yeah. So hopefully he can do, oh, he likes arts and crafts. That's good. Good to know. But he, we need him to sell stuff, and that's a little harder sometimes with him because he's kind of lazy man. Okay, so, and she just went right behind the counter. Didn't even let us greet her or anything. You can still talk, chat with. Just see how her day's going. Butter her up for a good review. Oh, I forgot. She can't just... Okay, well, that one's going to actually have to be tossed because I forgot that they don't always... Okay, Gilbert, I know what you're about to do. No, you're not going to serve this. You're not going to serve this. You are going to clean that up. And you are going to have that in your inventory so that it can replace something else when someone hopefully buys something. Sims, I tell you, not the brightest. But, Gilbert, come out here. Maybe ask her how you can help. Do you want to buy something, ma'am? Please buy something. Preferably something expensive. Like, oh my gosh, everything is ridiculously cheap. Okay, we need to reset some prices. So we'll put it down as cheap, but not ridiculously cheap, as $0. Okay, that I think fixed it. No, why? Why is it all... Okay. Okay, that should fix it. But yes, don't you want to buy something, Lindsay? Something delicious? There's lots of stuff that you could buy. Yeah, I'll make sure that they're graduated from college. When I get to them, I'm going to give them college degrees, and then I'm going to gussy them up to look a little more like kids that just, or, 20-year-olds that just got out of university, because I feel like both of them their outfits look too old for people that just got out of college. So that's kind of the plan with them, is to change their outfits to be a little more of that age range, and then give them degrees of whatever it may be. I think both of them probably went for like economics. I don't see, well, they could go for something else. I'll decide though when I get there with them. Why don't you make a cake now, not burn this one? And you sell her something. Oh, there's Peter Sims. Let's try and sell something to him as well. Oh, some of the downtownies made playable. Like the Tricos? Or are we talking about the Trico teens or the adults? Oh, and then Hermia is here. Try and do some basic sales on him again. And Denise, make another berry pie. And that didn't work. Okay, well. And then I'll have him, because he's getting very hungry, I'm going to have him go grab a snack. Take a break for a few minutes, sir. Oh. Earned first simoleon. Yay. Oh, Gilbert, get out of the way. Oh, goodness. Gilbert, you're kind of failing today. You're standing in the way. You're falling down on your job, sir. Here your mother is, having made all this stuff, and you... Yeah, okay. Have a snack. You talk to Hermia, and then I think Joe Carr is going to want to look at something. Yeah, so we'll try and basic sales him as well. And then we're not going to restock these because we won't have those exact ones. So we're just going to do that, and then I'm going to take out of her inventory some stuff. I think after that she's going to make another crepe Suzette. I might also have maybe them sell some bread in here as well. And you should probably let your cashier take a break. Yeah, take a break for the day because she needs some stuff. And so you're going to be the cashier for right now. Well, she takes her, lunch break or whatever. Lunch break, 10-minute break, I don't know. Depends on how long it takes for her. Mercutio is here and Hermia is here. So you two better behave yourselves. You're in public and not in Veronaville public. So fighting here is a no-no. Why don't you go talk to Mercutio? Get him to maybe buy something as well. And then why don't you go use the restroom? She actually has, I believe, yeah, she has a sale badge, which is why I think that she originally ran front of house, and her husband ran the kitchen, and now that he's gone, she's running the kitchen, and her son is attempting to run front of house. Carl Livingston, Remington. Oh, so yeah, you have a few of them. Yeah, that's cool. My downtown just has the townies. I think it has townies. Just the regular townies, but I'm not playing them unless, they might end up in the story eventually. But right now I have a lot of characters, and so I don't want to get too many. Okay, so get rid of that one, get rid of that one. And we'll put this in there, and I'll have her get out, make 2 gelatins, and we'll put those gelatins in here. And we'll close up, I think, for the day, because it's like almost 6, so Olive, yeah. So Olive, we're closing, which might be a good idea, because it's 6 o'clock, and you can come back tomorrow. I don't know if we want to upset Olive, but at the same time, they don't need to stay forever open. All right. So then, send employee home. And then you all can walk home. And then when we get back home, we're going to find out what Denise's hobby is, because I haven't found out yet. I know it's not culinary because she did a lot of cooking today and she did not get that. So, ooh, he wants level 2 business. We'll lock that in. She wanted to make a sale to Mercutio, but he's already gone, and we're closed for the day. You have to go home at one point, Denise. I know you want to make lots of money, but you gotta go home at one point. Can't stay open 24/7. Not unless you have a lot more staff to run it 24/7. Which, I mean, you could. Well, actually, I don't think in Sims 2 you could, but in real life you could. But, yeah. So her hobby we'll look at. I think I'm also going to fix Gussie up. I think I'm going to change her hair. I like the outfit. Not the Trico property. Yeah, we'll open it when we get back. Just the Trico teens with the last name Trico. Yeah. Because I think that there are altogether 6 of them, but not all of them have the last name unless you, like, go in and change them all. I don't remember exactly. Go away, matchmaker. Right, and also I want to move this and put it up in his room. And I also want to give them a hacked computer. Okay. So Denise, you'll clean those up. Gilbert, you will open that. Hello, Jennifer. And we are going to do that. And you go answer this phone. I know it's someone saying, do you want to go out somewhere? And we're not going to do that tonight, but yeah, we're still going to answer it. No, maybe not. Okay, so for her hair, I still do want kind of an updo, but I kind of want something different than that one that she had. Or maybe I don't want an updo. No, I want an updo. Let's see what we can find. And maybe get some makeup on her too. Oh, I like that for her. And then for makeup, I'm just going to give her eyelashes and a little bit of lipstick. Yes. No, we're going to stay here. And you are going to serve dinner of chicken and dumplings. And you are going to take care of some of your other needs. Because his needs went down a lot more than hers. Also kind of weird that she has a giant bear statue in her room, but, you know. This house is very weirdly decorated, but it's whatever. We may remodel it eventually. And then once he's done eating, we will send him upstairs. No, not turn on light. I want you to clean that up. Clean that up. Please, ma'am. Especially since we both know your son is not going to, because he is a slob. He does not care if it's dirty. And then I'm going to send you to bed as well. And that will end their day. Oh, but I'm also going to real quick check what her one true hobby is. It is science. Okay, we'll write that down. I'll have to get her some kind of science thing at one point. I'm just not sure what. I'm also going to put a dresser down in her room because she needs a dresser. Just one of those ones. And then we'll have you just watch that to have fun. And then when he gets up, he will also use the restroom. He also needs a dresser. I'm going to give him this one, though. And he likes art for fun. So I'm going to put down, let's see here, for him an easel. So he can, you know, practice painting. And have fun and do his hobby. And maybe, you know, maybe he'll find a way to make money doing that. Maybe they'll change up the business a little. Maybe not. We don't know. We'll see. We'll see in the future. Also, which one of you... So yeah, he got the first simoleon and the deed and all that stuff. So good to know. But we are all done with them. And we are actually all done for the day. So next week we will finish up Blue Water Village. And I think that we will get through the first, at least start the first semester or trimester or whatever for Johnny and Ophelia. Their first, actually no, it'll be their first year of school. And then we will start our rounds with everyone else. Well, I'm glad that you did have fun. But I will be back Friday at 4 for Echoes of the Plum Grove, and then next Monday, 3 to 5 for more of our Uberhood. So I will see you all next time. You all have a wonderful day. Bye.